Welcome to today's readings, my darlings. Blush Lily here. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at the point of no return. So the reason why you're seeing this video and the reason why it has found you is because this is the right time for you to hear the message within it. The fates are asking you to trust them. Let's go ahead and find out more, right? Option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. See which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. And let's go ahead and get started. Lovely. Option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. A little bit of an energy check-in so you guys can make sure that you chose the right option. Oh, with you, I just want to talk and talk and talk. I want to tell you that everything is going to be just fine. I want to give you a big hug for whatever reason. Okay, show me. Magical, beautiful, amazing. The energy of karma is coming through over here. This is the law of the threes. So what they're telling me at this particular moment is that you guys had to go through this energy of rebirth. There were so many versions of you and none of them fit the real you anymore. They're telling me that you had to change, shapeshift, adapt in order to survive, in order to be loved, in order to be accepted. You, my lovely option number 1, you seem to bring this energy of, let me do this for you. Who was doing things for you, my darlings? You were made to believe that if you treat the person well, they're going to do exactly the same thing for you. You learned the hard way that that's not the case. That's not the case. Year after year, you were showing somebody how to treat you by treating them the way you wanted to be treated. Year after year, you were trying to adapt, to change yourself. You lost the connection with yourself. It got to the point where you were like, I don't even know who I am anymore. Or you felt as that you were unlovable, unacceptable, no matter what you did. So it could be that, for quite a few of you, you went into this energy of regression. You went into this energy, you know what, I'm just going to leave the world behind. I'm going to go into my cave. I'm going to go in my little safe cocoon, and I'm just going to stay there. Because you needed to get yourself out of toxic environment. You needed to get yourself away from people that always had some sort of issue with you. And even if externally you're still kind of out in the world and you still go to work and you're doing whatever, internally, emotionally, you closed yourself off. Even if you're in a relationship or situationship right now, I feel that you're still hiding very important parts of you from this person or from this group of people because you're not feeling fully accepted. Because your beautiful child inside was not accepted. Unless it stopped crying, unless it wasn't asking for food, unless it wasn't mischievous, so on and so forth. Well, what's going to happen right now, and they're telling me, and you can feel it, is there's some sort of rebirth that's happening. But you're very afraid of going into this energy of the new because you have no idea of what this new is going to be about and who you need to be. And you're like, I don't want to be anybody else, but I've forgotten how to be myself. You know deep down there's some sort of skill, some sort of potential that you have that can be born into the toxic, horrible, harsh environment that you find yourselves in. Number 3 might be important number for you. For quite a few of you, you want to break free. There's this energy of freedom. Freedom is incredibly important for you. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of being who you are without being afraid of being judged. It could be that lately you've also been thinking about a lot of times where you couldn't speak up for yourself, you couldn't stand up for yourself, how you've let somebody take advantage of you, how you disrespected yourself, and you might be turning a lot of this energy against yourself, but then you're stopping yourself and you're like, no, 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 I didn't know better. I didn't know better. And right now you feel that you don't have enough information to make some sort of important choice. Because again, emotionally, you want to protect yourself, but also you want to grow. And those are two opposing thoughts. At the same time, they're both true, but they're quite opposing. So it's this energy, where you want your freedom, quite possibly with the Raidurun. You want to move somewhere, you want to travel somewhere, or you just want to get out more of the house. You want to get out more of your inner shelf that you build. But with the choice coming through in reverse, especially with an owl with no eyes, the owl with no eyes chooses with the internal compass. And your internal compass right now is going crazy, or it's closed like this. Yeah, you have it. But it's kind of a little bit like you look at it and it's like the arrows are going in all sorts of different directions, and you're like, oh, you're just making me dizzy. Okay. And right now you feel like you don't have enough information, or you don't see the options for yourself in love, relationships, career that fully suit you. But it's also part of that fear. If that sounds like you, keep on watching, my darlings. I'm excited to see what they're going to tell you. Now there's a point of no return. Now there's this point of a radical change that's going to be happening. Communication, yeah, again, look at this. You guys could be in a relationship, situationship, or this could be talking about yourself. Miscommunication is causing confusion. Unspoken feelings, misunderstood words are blocking progress in a relationship. So first and foremost, I always say, the most important relationship you're ever going to have is with yourself. So they're telling me that there's miscommunication with you. And the reason for that is because you have internalized a lot of other things that people said about you, negative things mostly. That you need to be this way, you need to act this way, you need to be this productive, you always need to be motivated, blah, 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 blah. A full-blown list of 110 points that you need to be. So you're miscommunicating with yourself because an old part of you that's used to living a certain way, saying we need to do this. The newer part of you that's not yet fully emerged, that's saying I don't want to do this. This is bullshit. This is not me. This is where I'm getting used and abused, and this shit ain't going to work anymore. Yes? So when it talks about your internal dialogue, which then turns into the choices that you make when it comes to relationships, friendships, any sort of community choice. This is going to be your main area of change. Amazing. Let me see more. At the bottom of the deck, I literally had the card of collaboration. Let's see if it's going to come through again, or if they want to show you something else. Empathy. So I do have a lot of empaths, but empaths, very often they attract narcissists. You deeply empathize in your relationships, understanding others' feelings, which strengthens your bond and fosters harmony. Now, again, I want to ask you, are you as empathetic with yourself as you are with others? The fates are saying, darling, yeah, it's time to change that dynamic, where you understand others, where you give them an excuse for treating you shitty, but you don't give yourself that credit. You don't give yourself that benefit of a doubt. You empathize with others, but not with yourself. Not to the point where you need to feel safe and understood. And your fates are coming through and saying, listen, don't be afraid to mess up, because you're relearning a lot of things, like a baby's learning to walk again. Of course, it's going to happen faster for you. It's going to happen much more efficiently for you, much more seamlessly. But hey, you're going to mess up along the way, and that's cool. Because like a child is learning to walk, is learning about their emotions, their feelings, you're relearning the whole thing at the speed of sound over here, but still. And this is quite interesting because the fates are saying, listen, this is your turning point where you need to be born again. That's it. It's like, that energy of a child that's been in the womb for 9 months and was like ready to come out, baby. Like, no, you know what? No, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, come on, let's try. It's cool. You're going to be all right. And like, no, your soul family is calling you. Your partner is calling you. Your future self is calling you. And you're like, screw you guys, I'm staying in. Oh, and I'm only giggling because I can understand this energy. And I want you to understand that it's a sense of humor is also going to help over here along the journey because, it is what it is. You might be taking a lot of things seriously right now with no room for a mistake. But they're saying, sense of humor is actually going to help you over here a lot. So just a friendly reminder about that, yeah? So the fates over here, they want to welcome you into the new world. They say, come baby, come on. You got this. Doesn't matter if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. Let's go, let's do this. Memories. You might be dwelling too much on the past memories, missing out on present and future opportunities for love. Exactly. See, you're kind of sitting over here, and your fates are saying, we got something planned for you. We got something really good planned for you. I'll take a look at what it is in a minute. But you might be dwelling, you know what? The first relationship was messed up. The second relationship was messed up. The third relationship was messed up. You're telling me, Blush Lily, why isn't the fourth relationship going to be messed up? Well, darling, because you learned a lot of things. You learned a lot of things. And now this is your crucial, pivotal moment to be reborn and to go into a different sort of relationship that's not based on your memory. Decision-making. Hello. You're making important decisions in your career, and these choices will lead to long-term success. Your decisiveness is your strength. Exactly. They want to empower you and say, listen, you know what? A child is not able to make certain decisions because the child doesn't know. A child might not be able to protect themselves because they're not yet big and strong. But you do. You do. You can. You can make those decisions. You can protect yourself. This is what you need to understand. Somebody was keeping you, I want to say, pressed down to the ground. So you don't feel your power. And now it's time to feel your power. The power to walk away from an asshole. A power to walk away and make that decision to not stay in a toxic environment. A power to walk away and from a movie that you're not liking. To stop reading the book that you don't like. To put down the ice cream that is shitty flavor. To speak up when you need to speak up. Empowerment. And this is going to affect your career as well. Because you might be telling yourself it's too late, it's too this, it's too that. The cards over here are saying, no, it's not. It's not. So let me see, what is this new life, new whatnot that they're trying to get you out. At the bottom of the deck, we have the star. Look at this. For some of you, you're meant to be somebody who's quite popular, who's quite famous. For some of you, you're meant to live somewhere else. You're meant to shine very brightly. Did you know that you yourselves could be the star for someone? Could be the reason. Oh, look at this. 2 sixes came through. To be the reason that they live and they love and they do whatever it is that they need to do. 2 sixes, the lovers and the 6 of cups. Your soulmate, your soul family is waiting for you. And the fates are now going to lead you towards this. But you have to allow them. Come out of the cosmic womb, my darling. It's time to be born. Trust me, you know. Deep down, you know. But it's the saying of the goodbyes, yeah? To the relation, because once you're born, you realize that you're no longer going to communicate with certain people. You know that you will no longer be able to close your eyes to the disrespect. You know you're no longer going to be able to stay in a particular place. You're no longer going to be satisfied with a particular salary. You know this. And that's, for some of you, it's a trauma bond that's keeping you. And that's cool too. But here, your spiritual team, the fates are saying, listen, we want to bring you love. We want to bring you this energy of a soulmate, of a soul family. Allow us. Let this energy of love and calm and peace permeate you. Let the weight of the past drop. Feel how much lighter it feels, how good it feels to come back to a house that's filled with love. And maybe the smell of freshly baked something, yeah? Or a pizza if you prefer, or freshly cut flowers. Whatever the smell, whatever the feeling of home is to you, they're saying, let us lead you home. Trust the fates. Trust where they're going to take you. For some of you, you're meant to be an amazing mother or father. For some. You're meant to break the chain of trauma and drama and all of those things that were just difficult and heavy. And if you're afraid of giving birth over here, just on a side note, you're going to be an amazing parent, an amazing mother, an amazing father. Especially for my ladies that are afraid of giving birth, or that you're thinking it's too late or whatever, but you want it in some aspect, yeah? It's still possible. In one way or another. All right, my lovely option number 1. Ooh, a lot of things that came through for you, a very powerful but clear reading. They're saying you got this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do, my darlings, is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. Don't forget to check my Patreon page out. Over 200 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. Alright, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 2. Alright, if you guys were drawn to this particular picture, there's a message for you straight away that's coming through. There's something about perfume. There's something about the smell. Maybe you wanted to get a new perfume or whatever it is. Work with essential oils. They're saying go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Even if the perfume costs a little bit too much or it can't be gotten easily. There's something about the smell. And it's very important. And think about essential oils as a way of meditating, calming you down, empowering you, meditation aid. Okay. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head, helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Let's do a little bit of an energy check-in before we take a look at your point of no return and what the fates want you to know. Can't manifest love. There's a lot of sadness over here. You're telling me you tried and you tried and you tried and it didn't work. There's very big disappointment in someone here. A huge disappointment. Tell me a little bit more, my darlings. It's like you need to pour your heart out. Okay, tell me. Huge disappointment, like I feel an energy of a gaping hole where your heart used to be, yeah? Telling me you're learning to love yourself. I don't know, it's either you had a family or you wanted a family with someone everything fell apart. The person built you up and then tore you down. The person built you up. Kind of feels like a narcissistic thing, to be quite honest with you, with love bombing and promises, and then your illusions, everything kind of came into it. And then maybe it got to the point where you needed to get married or move in together or something, or maybe you were married, everything fell apart, and then this person tore you down with them. Made you feel like everything was your fault. Criticized you up and down, criticized you up and down. You're like, I just want a family. You're good at what you do, but your priority over here right now is love, is family, is a feeling of happiness, financial stability. A big thing about not being chosen in the past. Somebody promising you manipulation and then going into this energy of no strings attached. Literally, someone came through, I promise you this, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And then it was just all a bunch of bullshit. Quite possibly fights over money. The person was jealous. The person was tearing you down because you were loving yourself, you were investing in yourself. There's some sort of relationship where you were looking at yourself before and you were looking at yourself while you were in a relationship, and you're like, I can't believe it's the same person. You cannot believe that this is the same person. It's like the light was taken away from you, the light from your soul. Maybe this person went into this Three of Cups energy, which talks about a third party situation, or was looking at other people, texting other people, entertaining other people. You could have been stuck in this energy where, you were the third party and you were supposed to get married, or you didn't even know that you were the third party. It's like a shitstorm that's going on over here. But it was so painful. It might have lasted 2-3 years, maybe have lasted longer. It was very conditional. This person was like almost torturing you over and over and over again. And you might still be recovering. It could be, for some of you, this is horrible, but it could be that they cheated on you with your friend. I'm not going to go too much into it, guys. It's painful. I see it. It's painful. I see it. I understand. If that sounds like you, keep on watching. As a matter of fact, for your energy check-in, I do want to pull out a couple more cards from a different deck. From this deck, let me come back to it. Yeah, you yourself are a healer. You see, you go into this energy of out of fear. You went into a lot of relationship and you did a lot of things out of fear of loneliness, fear of not being accepted, fear of not being of thinking that you're not going to be able to do something by yourself. And this person was very bad influence on you. You're very trusting, and it's as if somebody was literally drowning and taking you with them. Because I'm getting the victim energy over here. And this does feel very much like the narcissistic triangle, where you had a victim and you had the aggressor. But my darlings, honestly, you yourselves are amazing. You yourselves are amazing. There's a very deep, dark aspect of you at this particular moment, your shadow aspect, that wants to come out, because I'm still seeing a lot of repressed anger. You might have told yourself and told others that you've forgiven them, You haven't. Let's be honest over here, you haven't. You're mad. There's still anger. There's still sometimes this desire to break the furniture, to punch the pillows, to scream, to text them, to go to hell, so on and so forth. Deep down. For quite a few of you, it's so deep that you don't even understand. This, by the way, not necessarily your romantic partner. This could be your father or your mother. And that energy of being angry at somebody whom you're supposed to love is so forbidden. It's so in the shade that it needs to come out, guys. It can come out organically. Nobody needs to get hurt, you know? But you need to get out, get this energy out. Okay, now that sounds like you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the point of no return, which you've reached at this particular moment. Maybe the point of no return was for you to hear what I just told you. But let's see what else comes through. The fates are asking you to trust them because I almost want to say drum roll. Your creativity is flourishing, allowing you to bring new ideas and perspectives into all areas of your life. Beautiful. Change. Creative change. Major changes are approaching your life, whether in work, relationships, or personal development. Embrace the new direction. Okay, they want you to think outside the box. They're asking you to think outside the box. At the bottom of the deck, I have the energy of separation, which is important because we're talking about separation from your partner and also from your parents. This is important, guys. I feel like your creativity was stifled when you were little. Maybe you wanted to study something else instead of what you ended up studying. Under the pressure of society, under the pressure of your parents, and under quite possibly they were saying, you know what, we're paying for it, so you're going to study what I tell you to study. For example. But they're telling me you're holding on to a relationship that has already run its course, causing emotional stagnation. So you see, you have something special within you. A particular skill or set of skills. And the fact that some people saw that and they didn't like it because they couldn't handle it, they couldn't manage it, because they couldn't understand it, because it wasn't socially accepted. And they were like, whatever, shut up. Don't sing, don't dance, don't draw, yeah? Choose a career that's going to work. Some of you wanted to be psychologists, some of you wanted to be artists, some of you wanted to be creatives, but you ended up being whomever else. So now, the fates are saying, listen, it's time for that separation, it's time for that harsh truth. It might be triggering, it might be difficult, it might break a particular bond you thought you had, but the major changes are bound to happen. And what I'm seeing over here is that you're no longer going to see somebody as an authority. And this is not in a disrespectful way. This is just the way of life. That you've outgrown someone. And believe it or not, you created a pact with other souls. And those other souls, they also depend on you for you to unleash your creativity. Whether it's, like I said, singing, painting, movie making, music writing, whether it's a special energy work that you're going to be doing. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for your energy. They're waiting for your solutions. They're waiting for the emotions. They're waiting for the help that you bring to them, directly or indirectly. And by the way, creating that space with separation, yes, it's going to feel a little bit painful at first, yes. And yes, all change is scary, but that's okay. That's okay. Because you're going to be creating space, first and foremost for your creativity, and then for someone special. Maybe not just the one special person yet. Maybe a couple of special people. Maybe more. Miscommunication is causing confusion, unspoken feelings, misunderstood words are blocking progress in a relationship. It's time. It's time. I want to say, for some of you, whoever needs to hear it, it's not that they didn't hear you. It's not that they didn't understand. This is going to sound bad, but this is what you need to hear. To them, your opinion was not as important as their ego. Pressure from the society or their need to be right. You were heard. You weren't listened to. You were heard, but no changes were made. They did see you cry, they did see you struggle, and they chose to still do whatever it is that they were doing. Let go. Let go. And for the third time, let go. Now, let's see what the fates are going to bring instead of all of that. I felt the sadness and the tiredness, my darlings. But again, they keep on saying something about perfume, flowers, essential oils. I have no idea why they're saying that, but I'm just passing on the message. Okay, trust the fates. Ooh, the moon. Page of Cups. By the way, do you know you have a secret admirer? This person is not necessarily going to be your next relationship or whatever, but it's a little bit as if that secret admirer is going to play an important role in order for you to change a different direction. You see, when we're talking about the fates, and the cards of the fates literally came through with the Wheel of Fortune. But somebody who's a secret admirer, and you will not be in a relationship with this person. They're not coming into your life for that. But they have feelings for you, they can't help it. But how you open up with them, you're surprised yourself. There's something about tenderness, there's something about sexiness that's coming through over here. Vulnerability. This card is so magnetic, I just want to kind of stay with it a little bit. And this person brings out certain things about you that you didn't know. And sometimes in those creative connections, it's a mix of feelings that unlocks something within you, and this is what's going to happen. Something within you is being unlocked, and this feels very personal, very intimate, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but you're going to experience a lot of visions, and you're going to get a lot of insights and illuminations, which then you're going to put down on paper. Here, literally, with the Two of Wands. Writing something down, creating some sort of plan. You're not showing me. You're saying, bless Lily, this is my thing. I understand that, I respect that. Because you're like, it's I wanted to look a certain way. Maybe you're a little bit ashamed of your work still. But this is a process. And maybe you're telling me like, it's not finished, don't look. Okay, my darlings, I'm not looking. I'm just telling you what I see. But it's a very sweet energy. But something within you wakes up. It's so odd. It's beautiful and wow, yeah. So I will tell you this. Either you're going to be famous on the internet, either you're going to change location. The fates are going to take you to different shores. I'm definitely seeing a possibility of interaction with somebody who's already famous, who's already quite popular in one way or another. Collaboration. Maybe you're going to end up writing lyrics for somebody who's a world famous pop star or rock star or something star. Maybe you're going to end up writing a book that then becomes popular and gets translated into many languages. Quite possibly here you're writing a screenplay which then gets to be on the silver screen. You're auditioning for something and then the world sees you. Do you see what I mean? The world needs you. You. Not some sort of version of you that's downplayed and whatnot. The world needs you. And this is what the fates have in mind. And trust me, there will be so much love in this story. First, you're falling in love with yourself. And then very quickly, look at this, you'll be choosing. My gosh. Look at all those people coming through. Choose me. And you were there like the star. You'll be choosing, trust me. Who you want to hang out with, who you want to be with. It's like you have fans, honestly. You have a potential to lead a very interesting life. If this is resonating with you. To go from an empty cup to a full cup here with the 5 of cups, going into the 9 of cups, and then going what? Into 10 of cups, into feeling accepted and at home and loving and lovable and a very happy family life. Alright, my lovely, option number 2. That's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do, my darlings, is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you will find the link to my Patreon page with over 200 exclusive videos, ad-free content, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My amazing option number 3. Hi, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfortable. And I'm shuffling the cards. Say your name out loud in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Let's do a little bit of an energy check-in before we begin. Talking about your point of no return and trusting the fates. The message for you is that your prayers are being heard. So be careful what you're praying for. As in, what are you sending out? What are you sending out as a signal to the universe? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see what's up. A lot of anxiety, a lot of phobias that's coming through over here. Fear about the future. Fear about not being able to see the future. Being greatly affected by what's going on in the world. Maybe watching a lot of news. Being on social media a lot. Fear of not being able to have as much control as you thought. Especially when it comes to money. It's a little bit like at this particular moment you want financial stability. You're working hard on that financial stability. In your past, you had someone who was protective. It's an interesting combination because what they're telling me, it's a little bit like maybe a father figure or someone who's a husband, an uncle, someone who was kind of your guarantee when it comes to finances. And then this person either lost everything, or you separated, or this person is no longer in your life for one reason or another. And you might be doubting yourself when it comes to money. Even though over here the cards are saying that the cards are saying that you're meant to learn that you can make a lot of money yourself. Even the things that you might have been doing by yourself, you kind of give credit for it to someone else. And you feel like you have, you had to achieve something, maybe get a house, a car, a second house, maybe you feel like you need to earn a certain amount by this point in time. I don't see a lot of close people next to you. I see that you're more often by yourself because you were heavy influenced here. I'm just hearing that you're telling me, Blush Lily, I'm so tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Can I just have a couple of million of dollars in my account? Can I just rest? You want financial freedom over here. You're very good looking. And it's kind of like you're telling me, I'm too old to be a sugar baby, too tired to work. Okay. I like your sense of humor. Like you're tired, you're afraid, but you're still pushing forward when you can. Strong connection to magic, strong connection to energy, strong connection to tarot. Some of you could be experiencing a lot of unexpected expenses when it comes to your health. Yeah, getting glasses, getting your teeth fixed. Maybe something's breaking down in your house, or you need to pay for some sort of repairs or get something for the house. And you're like, oh, for God's sake, I had other plans. Here I'm getting this energy of exhaustion because you might be in a profession that's helping a lot of other people. Like I said, yeah, it could be something that has to do with the energy. It could be something that has to do with tarot. It could be something where you have to work for others as well. Maybe doing double shifts or having to study and work at the same time, doing 2 jobs at the same time. Worrying about others, trying to help others, trying to be supportive. A lot of my ladies over here, you feel like the energy that you're in at this particular moment, it doesn't resonate with your idea of femininity. It doesn't resonate with your desire maybe to be that goddess, that queen of cups, that it's like an internal conflict of energies that's coming through over here. A lot of feeling that things are unfair, that somebody's doing less and getting more. Maybe having an internal desire. This is interesting, even though you're focusing on material. Maybe, from what I'm seeing, if we're completely honest, you're like, I couldn't give a shit. What I want is a family, a dog, a house, and maybe children over here, and I just want to live that life. So it's kind of, some people might say that you're very career-oriented and things like this, but in reality, if you had the choice, maybe you'd choose a completely different life. Quite possibly at this particular moment, you don't have enough resources, time, or desire to make yourself pray, to spoil yourself. It kind of comes and goes, And I just keep hearing that you're telling me, Leslie, I'm just tired. Okay, my darlings, I understand. You're tired. If that sounds like you and you're tired, let's go ahead and take a look at your point of no return. Maybe you won't be tired there anymore, or you'll get that tired that some sort of new idea is going to come into your head on how to handle that tiredness, and what is actually going to make you feel like you can finally rest. Show me more about that point of no return. Tension or misunderstanding is causing disharmony in your relationships, leading to stress and conflict. So it kind of feels like you want to be together with people, but at the same time you can't stand them because you're in this energy of not being able to create harmonious, secure relationships. Quite possible that quite a few of you, you're just telling me that you don't like people very much right now. People are pissing you off. You're tired and you're pissed off. Fair enough. Miscommunications over here, causing confusion, unspoken feelings, or misunderstood words are blocking progress in the relationship. Let me see if you already are in a relationship, or what is this about. So this could be about work. For sure, that's coming through. Quite possible you are in some sort of situationship. Some of you are getting divorced. You're thinking about getting a divorce. Some of you are going through an emotional divorce from someone. You keep replaying something. Something keeps getting repeated. A particular pattern keeps repeating over and over again. And also, it could be that literally you're like, literally, I'm not doing too much, like objectively, but I'm constantly tired. And what I can tell you over here is that you're replaying something in your head. You're experiencing emotions, and these emotions are draining you. So if you're replaying some sort of argument or relationship in your head over and over and over again, you're experiencing emotions, they drain you. If you keep on going through different scenarios in your head, they drain you. So it's not about physically doing something, but it's about mentally being drained. And you could be in some sort of conflict over here with a friend as well. You could be in a conflict with yourself, which is even worse. I feel like a lot of you just want to switch off. You're like, I don't want to deal with any of this shit. Yeah. Conflict, tension, feeling like you have to compete. Quite a few of you feel like you have to compete with the world, with the colleagues, with somebody who's younger, somebody who's prettier. When it comes to your partner, there's constantly this energy of comparing yourself to others, directly or indirectly. This constant struggle within yourself, and it feels like it's both internal and external because we have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. There's no harmony in the connections over here, no harmony in relationships. So you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up on people, I'm going to give up on relationships. Just can't do it anymore. But you can't give up because most probably you and a lot of other people, or maybe just other people, depend on yourselves. A broken heart. A broken heart. Deep down, it's the energy of a broken heart. And again, they're talking about financial challenges. Financial challenges may be rising, or you're feeling uncertain about your economic stability. Caution, planning is needed. Exactly what I was picking up. So, what is this pivotal point? What is this point of no return? Show me. For some reason, it feels like it's going to be something grand. I don't know why it's coming through as something Radical. Change. Change. Change in what? I will tell you now, it has a lot to do with your family. It has a lot to do with your family, something that's been continuing for a very long time in your family, and you didn't want to create conflict. Why would you create conflict? Because if you do something, you won't be liked anymore, you won't be accepted anymore. Come on, let me pull at that thread. Seven of Swords. Guys, I'm going to ask you this. Hold on. An imposter syndrome. You're going to take something and you're going to make more money out of it. An imposter syndrome. There's quite possibly going to be a change in the career. A very, like it's going to be big, you know? There's something in your dream that keeps on, I don't know if you remember the dreams, they keep on talking about dreams. The Four of Swords, the card of the butterfly has the word dream on it. What if you take something that's yours? It's either part of the inheritance or part of something that's yours, but it would be considered stealing. I don't understand it. Stealing or betraying someone, but in reality it's not. And you have a huge imposter complex syndrome, by the way. And you're not. They're telling me you're going to take something, and with time, that one apple, you're going to turn it into 9 apples. That one pentacle, you're going to turn it into 9 pentacles. There's going to be an opportunity over here to go in a different direction when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, and when it comes to using the resources you already have. A mixture of something. I'm going to tell you this, and you do whatever you want with this information. But the fates are going to help you find love. This love might be with a person that is not available right now, but will be. This is especially going to resonate with those of you who are in kind of a situationship. It's okay, we listen, we don't judge, yeah? And if it doesn't resonate with you guys, it doesn't resonate with you. But I'm seeing for some of you what's going to happen is that you're going to meet somebody who's married but not emotionally attached to that person, married for whatever reason, because of the house, because of the kids or whatnot. This person is going to walk away. And then this is the time when you're meeting. You might already know this person for some of you. You might already know this person. And this person helps you create financial stability as well. Some of you might decide to go to a different location altogether. The fates are going to help you arrange that maybe like in the middle of the night, you just disappear. You get on the flight, on the plane, on the train, whatever, and you leave. You take what's rightfully yours and you leave. I want you to take away judgment right now, guys. Judgment of this situation. I'm just passing on the message. But this is what they're showing me. Because you're finding money, you're finding emotional stability, you're finding financial stability. Through that decision, the fates are helping you Because again, maybe this whole money earning thing, like you're still going to earn money, cool. But it's as if you want to do something else. You don't want to worry about earning money. You don't. And you will have, like I said, your money, so don't worry about it. But there's something else that comes to the forefront. It has to do with love. It has to do with being financially safe, financially secure. Yeah, look at this, the transformation. And maybe going and becoming a parent, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, working from home, not worrying about money, reinvesting, investing. For some of you, it could be exactly the opposite. If you are a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad right now, you're also leaving. The more I do this reading, the more you're like, this is not how I want things to work out for some of you. And I feel the resistance. And you guys are also feeling tired because of that resistance of how things are going to happen for you. Your fates are saying, can you please just allow us to bring you all of this in our own way? Because something that you've been doing, it wasn't working for you. So allow the universe to bring you something that you truly need, want, and desire in a way that it knows how to. Because there's somebody falling in love with you, madly, deeply, insanely. It's amazing. And they want to give you everything. They want to share their wealth with you. They want to, especially like I said, if you're a woman and you're meeting a man, this guy is going to be rich. It is what it is. He's going to have assets. His main thing that he wants will be your love, will be your children, will be, being with you, your happiness. And you'll be very wealthy as well. And you can make that money work and whatever, but it's like I keep getting this energy of resistance, like saying it's not right. It's not right. I don't want to do it that way. I want to earn the money myself. I want to be independent. Fair enough, guys. But in this particular reading, they're just saying it's like even now as I'm doing the reading for you, it's like this energy of resistance. Because this wouldn't be fair, this wouldn't count because somebody gave this to me. And maybe you were brought up to be, very strong and independent and only rely on yourself and only consider certain things acceptable and this and that. But here, no, it's different. They want you to at least try it. Okay, and this is where I'm going to end your reading, my lovely option number 3. I still hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal reading, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. And in that same place, you'll find the link to my Patreon page with over 200 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye.